Sun is shining, the weather is sweet.
Alright, Aaron here in 0WAR ShutterMafia Studios doing a quick YouTube video. We'll see what this looks like. Sunny day in Loveland, Colorado. We're checking out the silicon solar PV module. It's a model number LS-30FX2. It's a 30 watt semi-flexible solar panel for boats or whatever. So those fine folks sent me this from China, the manufacturers, and they said I'll do a YouTube video on it. They approached me and I said I'd love it. So yeah, I've been testing it out with a meter here. When you angle it at the sun, it doubles the watts it puts out. So this is a 100 amp hour AGM battery. It's been sitting in my closet in the ham shack for a while without being charged. I think I killed it. Right now it's hovering at 12.23 volts. So we'll plug this in. What I did is I put power poles on everything. I got a little tiny 10 amp max solar charger controller right here. It's tiny that another ham made. So we're going to plug that in. The green light comes on. It says it's going. We're still 11.2. We're going to see what's up. Now we got the red is charging. And the battery went up to 14.3 volts already instantly. So this little booger does put out. We're just testing it on this tailgate. I got 240 watt panels on the top of the truck, and batteries, an inverter, charger controller, super battery booster, and a Power Guard Plus battery switch that shuts it off at whatever. So it's already charging this sucker up. A lot of hams say, what do you want to do that stuff for? Run the 12 volt TV off of there or whatever, the ham radios, the chargers, the inverters, the computers in the front of the truck. So there's another use for this. I can jump start my truck from my panels on here. But say you don't got that, you can set this on your dashboard and plug it into your cigarette lighter, which I'm going to do a test here in a minute, and see if I can charge the truck battery. I got another monitor watt meter in there, so I'll unplug this and set that up there, and we'll see what that looks like here. But so far so good. Real lightweight. It's got some eyelets on here. You could mount it on something. It's very light. If you get a bunch of these on the truck, they make higher panel watts, and very interesting design. So it is already working great on this 100 amp hour, and I'll unplug it and check out the front of the truck. WAR returning. We're still hot. I reconfigured the meter on here, the power analyzer. It's still charging, and now I can see how many amps and watts it's charging at. It looked like about over 1 amp charge rate. Flat like this, it's charging at 12.5 watts. The battery's 13.92 volts. It's charging at 0.9 amps right now. I'm just going to angle it up towards our sun, and it jumped up to 1.5 amps, and it's charging at 15 watts. Maybe this is a 15 watt panel. I'm going to put a thing on the description. It says it's a 30 watt panel. So right now we got full sun. 15, just over 15, almost 16 watts. 1.1 amp charge rate. So I just wanted to show that, what it's really doing here, which ain't bad. It's still doing this battery fine. Yep, it's holding steady at 15.6, almost 16. Then when I lay it flat, it goes down to 12.4, 0.91 amps. So very good info to know. So even right now, try this out. Little 400 watt inverter. See what that does when we turn that sucker on. Power's on. We got nothing to plug in, but whatever. It's holding at 13.7 volts, still charging at 12. So it'll easily run this inverter here off this battery here. We'll check this out in the front of the truck to see if it'll charge the truck battery underneath the hood from through the windshield. I got it all rigged up. Let's check it out. WAR here again. We're gonna just take a closer look at this sucker to see if you can see what it looks like here before we look at the front of the truck. It's very interesting. It's very dark. It's like a monocrystalline, and it blends in very nicely. It does have the cut edges a little bit on the cells. We'll take a look at the front of the truck. It's still charging good. We're hot. ShutterMafia Studios, Aaron here again. Another test video on the solar panel, which I have sitting on the dashboard now. The entire front windshield is tinted, so that might be blocking a lot, and I think it is, because I got my meter in here again. It's charging it at 0.23 amp right now, and there's no shade on it, and that's 2.9 watts, and the battery's sitting at 12.98 volts, and it is charging right now. So with this little booger here, charger controller, you plug it right into your cigarette lighter right here, which has got a Anderson power pole on it. And this little jumper goes right to our charger controller. So you could use this in here as a trickle charger for your car if you park it at the airport or whatever, a tractor. You could stick this on top of the cab. Like I have two Kyocera panels up here, very old ones. I do have two brand new 240 watt panels a piece in the garage there that I picked up for 160 bucks on Craigslist. Brand new that I'm dying to try. But I love solar, and this thing is up over 13 volts now. It's charging at 3.1 watts just right on the windshield here. So very handy, very inexpensive, weatherproof, blends right in. I love it. I'll put a link in the description, and I'm glad those guys asked me if I would do a test video on it. So I'll keep this handy in the truck and use it to make sure the truck battery stays good. I don't think you'd want to have this thing plugged in when the truck is running. Some other ham friends that are big on solar that taught me how to do this stuff, which is very easy. They said not to have it being charged twice. So if your parked stationary truck's off, you want to keep the battery tinted, fine. When you jump in, just disconnect it from the battery and the charger controller here probably. But it's working awesome.